Facebook leads suck. There are over 2 billion people on Meta or Facebook. You'd be surprised how many players, how many real estate investors, how many contractors, how many builders use that platform. It's not the only platform, but let's start with that one. How is it that over 100 clients, you have 70 of them that are making money hand over fist continuously over the same leads? However, they're exclusive for each client. In other words, there are different variables involved and there are different platforms you can market. So Facebook is what's considered top of the funnel. However, it is not only top of the funnel, because some of the information that we get from investors who need funding are going to be what's their level of experience, how much are they looking to fund, what's their credit score range, what's the liquidity or the reserves that they have to put towards a deal, and what stage of the deal they're in. Are they in contract? Do have plans and permits in place? So based on the questions and the profiles we ask would determine what part of the funnel these investors are in. I'm going to do another video on the breakdown of the actual numbers on campaigns. It's not going to be planned. I have a application that we're building right now so that we can actually go over the numbers in real time with live campaigns. What we find is about 45% of the leads are top of the funnel. About 25% are at the bottom of the funnel, and the rest is going to be in between. What does that mean? That means that 45% of the people are looking for more information. They want to find out what type of programs do you have. They want to get to know you guys. They want to get to know more about what your company has to offer, right? Top of the funnel. They're looking for a property. They're weighing out their options, right? But they still don't know who you guys are. And no one's buying from you because, no like and trust factors. So these guys are maybe shopping a deal around. And the guys who are shopping the deal around actually more on the bottom of the funnel because they already have a deal in place. So the guys who are searching, they're in the space. They may have experience, liquidity, but they don't have a property, or they're waiting on something to get to that stage. So what happens in essence, compared to, let's say, Google ads, which will be bottom of the funnel, higher intent, but guess what? Google ads are about 5 times more expensive. So now with Meta ads or Facebook ads, you get more volume, but you have to filter that out. And that's, once you filter it out, 25% of them you will find, just based on what the profiles are going to be, that they are at the bottom of the funnel, which means that when we get them over to you, your job is to build rapport and beat whatever terms might be out there in the marketplace, or have competitive programs that's going to pique the interest of that investor or that borrower to want to work with you. Okay, so it's a matter of what is it that you're telling these people. There's a whole process of taking a lead that's fresh from the internet. Somebody's filling out a form, you're getting back to them. There's a whole process in between. How are you sending out the term sheets? What is the language that you're using when you're reaching out to these people? And how fast are you getting them the term sheet? Are you getting it back to them in a couple of hours? Are you doing it over a Zoom call? Or are you waiting 3, 4, 5 days and getting back to them then? Because that's already a lost deal. There are certain things that need to be in place when you're dealing with online leads or leads that are coming from social media platforms that they don't really know who you are. There's a certain process that should be in place, and there's a certain language that needs to be met for people to understand, because it's also about how you approach that particular lead. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on this subject matter because we're going to go over metrics to show you that yes, there are people with $1 million deals that our clients are closing every single week, every single day, every single month. Okay. Anyway, my name is Albert. If you want to learn more about how we can help grow your commercial lending space, you'll find our information below.